What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the show. And by welcome back, I mean welcome back me. Where you been? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, when you're trying to run three businesses, have a little fun, do all kinds of stuff. I mean, sometimes you're gonna miss a week or two. And we're gonna get into why, where, what, all those beautiful things. But before we start, here's my motto of the week. And I think you guys should all adopt this. This is just the way I'm handling life right now. With a positive attitude and plenty of money, you can solve any problem. True statement. Be positive. Positive attitude and plenty of cash. Forget about it. Anything's possible. Let's start off this week with a sip of coffee first and foremost, because you guys know I like to be overly caffeinated. Still looking for that coffee sponsor. If you're out there, reach out to your boy. I'll get the ball. I'll run for you. We'll take this thing next level. We'll go to the moon with it. I promise. Jared update, what I like to call butthole of the week, which he's undefeated. I think we're at week 27 of this year, and he is on the wall every single week. Doesn't matter, rain or shine, snow or hail, sleet, rain. Well, I was gonna say, remember that used to be the motto for the mailman, like rain or shine, sleet or snow. I think they've lost their fastball over there. The U.S. mail service is not what it used to be. I remember back in the day, man, you could count on the mail. Like today, you may not even get your own mail. I get so many other people's mail other than mine. It's actually ridiculous. Like I actually feel like I partially work for the postal service because I have to deliver mail around my community because I get other people's shit so often. It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, that's not what this is about. Let's get into butthole of the week. Speaking of the word butthole, remember when you were a kid? I'm 50 years old. I don't know how old you are, but just realm yourself into that train of thought. Remember when you were a kid and butthole was a bad word? Like you'd say butthole and your mom would be like, I will wash your mouth. That was soap right now. You get with the belt. I mean, now I feel like it's so underused. I feel like we could bring that back and it wouldn't be even offensive in this day and age. And I think it's kind of a cool word that just doesn't get thrown around a lot. And I mean, it's obvious. I mean, it is a little bit offensive if we're being honest, but I don't feel like it has the same harm from like a 1 to 10 ratio as other words that we used to get in trouble for. Butthole. Just say it right now. Just stop right now. Pause what you're doing. Just say it and just let it roll off the tongue. See how it feels. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. I'm thinking about using it more in my daily speech patterns, but we'll see. I'll update you later on that. So let's talk about this Joker. So I get a text from him. And first of all, I haven't done a podcast in what, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Been busy. Sorry about it. But he sends me a message every day asking why there's no podcast and then sending me nonsense about like, this is what I've had to resort to. I've listened to 3 audiobooks and now he's listening to like Colonial Times podcast. He's full of shit is what he is. He's just an absolute problem. And after I run through these 3 points, I think you guys are going to agree with me. So he sends me a text with this is like 3 weeks ago, with his 5-step process on what he does after he asks me a question, because he asks me a stupid question at least once a week. And I give him a real answer because I'm just a super nice guy. And I assume everybody else in his life treats him horribly. So I just try to be nice, as nice as I can. So I answer his dumb questions. And this is what the psychopath sends me back. He says, this is my usual process that I run through after you answer one of my questions. Number one, Jay is dumb, and I'm not doing that. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Okay. Number two, he says, then I say, let me Google this and double check what Jay says. Okay. Number three, oh shit, the YouTube influencer that I just watched said the exact same thing that Jay did. Number four, let me Google it again to triple check. And then number five, damn it, Jay was right again. I'm not going to tell him though, because he already has too big of a head. This is the shit I'm dealing with on a day. I think you guys think this is a joke. This guy is an absolute problem. 100%. And it gets worse. He somehow wins a local tennis tournament and he thinks he's John McEnroe. He's sending me over photos of him with I believe it's a medal of some sort on. I don't know. And listen, I have no idea what's going on where he lives, but he's wearing a medal. He looks absolutely ridiculous. He has a sweatband on that is the size of like a full arm sleeve, like he's calling plays for the Packers. Uh, and then to cherry on top, and I can't even believe I'm about to say this. And he asked his lovely, lovely girlfriend, Lovely girlfriend. I have no idea what she's doing with them. I thought at first it was like one of those charity things where you kind of like a big brothers, big sisters thing where you kind of adopt a kid for a little while, you take him to the park and you do stuff like that. I thought it was like something like that for like boyfriend, girlfriend stuff in Oklahoma. I don't know, never lived there. But Kim, his girlfriend, said yes. He sends me a picture of him on a knee, and my first thought is those pants aren't coming out of that. Like those, he's ripping those pants when he tries to get up. I haven't asked him about that yet. I am going to clarify whether those pants made it through the proposal, but I mean, she said yes. I don't know why she did. I mean, listen, I guess she knows what she's getting into at this point, but I was just as shocked as he was that she said yes. And first of all, he sent me the photo, and I was going to console him. I'm going to be like, hey, dude, no doesn't mean no forever. Like maybe she'll come back. Like it's not that big of a deal. And then I saw the photo of her with the ring on, and I'm like, well, maybe she's just going to take the ring and pawn it. And then like, she's going to leave him in the middle of the night. Like all these thoughts are going through my head of like what I would do to this guy. But I don't know. I mean, as of now, I mean, I think it's been like a week or two, maybe a week or so, and they're still, I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, there's no way she's marrying this joker, but, you know, it's either if she does, that's neither here nor there. It's none of my business. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stay out of it, but I'm sure I'm gonna get harassed by some nonsensical part of this. Somehow when she dumps him, it's my fault. Somehow. I don't know how, but it's gonna be my fault. And I'm just preparing myself for that. Speaking of prepared, little Buzz Buddy shout out. I am doing a July the 4th, and I know this is July the 3rd. Listen, I hear you. I hear you. One day. Yeah, one day. Listen, if you're listening today, you got a chance, an opportunity to take advantage of the sale. If you've never tried Buzz Buddy, just go to the website, go to buzzbuddy.com. And I'm telling you, if you drink alcoholic beverages at any, I don't care if it's a wine cooler, Bartles and James, Country Quencher, whatever you're into, Mad Dog 2020, cold beer, wine, whiskey, whatever it is. If you drink alcohol, you should be using Buzz Buddy every time you drink, right? It's going to help mitigate that next day blah feeling that I can't believe, feel like you're going to wake up feeling like you didn't even drink. You're going to wake up feeling like you didn't even drink. And so I'm doing a July 4th sale. Use code USA20 to get 20% off. And if you're somebody who's never tried Buzz Buddy and you want to try it and you're like, Jay, I don't trust you. Like I just listened to you on a podcast, but I really don't know you. You could be full of shit. This could be a horrible product. And you want to try it. Do me a favor. Go to buzzbuddy.com, go to contact, send me an email. And if I decide that I like you, I will send you some samples. No charge, no nothing. I'll send you some samples in the mail. You try it. You tell me back. Then we'll be best friends. You'll be buying Buzz Buddy. I'll like you. And then, I mean, life is pretty cool. So do that. Buzzbuddy.com. Send me a note. If you've already using it, don't be an asshole and send me a note and try to get free samples out of me. Just use the 20% off coupon USA20. Get your discount. Move on with your life. Have a little fun. Don't feel like shit tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know what to do. All right, let's speak. Oh gosh, this story. Okay. First of all, if you are easily offended, not really offended, I'm not going to say anything offensive, but if you're offended by, like, I don't even know, I'm just going to tell a story. I'm just going to tell a story. So I got a 100-minute massage a couple weeks ago. I was in Las Vegas, and I'm gonna preface this whole thing because that's not the moral of the story. So first of all, I hate massages. I don't like it. This is probably the first massage that I've had in, I would say, maybe 10 years. Just not my thing. I don't like strange people touching me. Like, it's just not for me. It's never gonna be. So why'd you get a massage? I don't know. So here's why I got a massage. So we were in Las Vegas. Lori was speaking at an event. She was going to be gone for like 3 or 4 hours. I get separation anxiety like a puppy. So I'm like, what can I do to fill the time? And she's like, why don't you get a massage? Your shoulders are all messed up. Your neck's screwed up. Your back, your feet. I'm like, oh, listen, I get it, lady. I'm a train wreck. I understand. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So Jay, you're asking me, why would you book a 100-minute massage? And I didn't, first and foremost. So you guys know, if you've been listening to this podcast for any time, we go to Vegas all the time. And so this particular hotel that we stay at, we were staying in one of the penthouses that comes with a butler. I know, sorry about it. It happens. Okay. Butler service. And so all I have to do while I'm there is text this number in my phone that goes to the butler, like whatever it is. Like if I want a large pizza at 3:00 in the morning, I just text butler, can I get a large pizza? Knock, knock, knock. Here's your pizza, sir. Appreciate you. How you doing? If I want whatever it is, coffee. By the last day we were there, And you get, if you're in one of the Butler penthouses, it's like you get VIP service. Like it's like normally if you're in the regular hotel part, you order coffee in the morning, say like 5 or 6 in the morning. It might take 30, 45 minutes, to get your coffee, maybe even an hour sometimes if they're super busy. But if you have a Butler service, you get like priority. So literally it was like, 10 minutes to get coffee. One of the last days we were there, it was like literally Lori hung up the phone. The guy knocked on the door and she said, "How are you already here with the coffee?" He said, "Well, we figured out by your patterns every day that this is the same time that you order coffee and we wanted to be prepared." I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I can get used to this. So back to the massage. So we're at dinner the night before, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Maybe I've got a little sake in me. Maybe I don't. None of your business. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. So I just text and Lori gets massages at this place all the time. And so she's like, tell the butler you want blah 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 or blah blah blah. And I'm like, perfect. So I text the butler. I'm like, hey, can I get a massage tomorrow morning? Let's say 10:30, 11 o'clock. And can I get provider A, provider B? Sure enough, 10 seconds later, Jay, 100-minute massage tomorrow with person, blah, blah, blah. Here's the time. I'm like, okay, I'm set. Perfect. I'm still not excited, but could I be a little bit buzzy? Maybe. And when you're a little bit buzzy, you make stupid decisions, obviously. Did I take my buzz buddy? Yes. Did I wake up the next morning feeling amazing? Of course. So I go down, I get ready. That morning, I get a workout in, normal day, whatever. I cruise down. I'm dreading this. I get into the locker room and all of a sudden I say, "Hey man, where's the blah, blah, blah?" And I hear this guy scream from the back. Is that Jay? I look around the corner. It's a guy that I know that also works in the gym. He's like, "Dude, let me give you a tour." And I'm like, oh shit. Okay. All right, let's do a tour. So then after 30 minutes later, after I finish hearing about his family's vacation to Michigan and they might be moving back there. His wife wants something new, blah, blah. Oh, Jesus, we're doing this. Okay. So then after all that, I got like 5 minutes left. I'm just chilling. And then here we go. Massage begins. I tell the nice lady, I'm like, listen, not a big massage guy. Let's stay away from the glutes. I feel like, that's kind of my area. Like I'll handle those, you know what I mean? Let's just go upper back, shoulders, a little bit of that stuff. Maybe hit the feet if you're feeling freaky and weird. I don't know. Unless I'm just tense. You know what I mean? I'm just tense and I can feel it. And she's trying to get boulders out of my back. And remember, this is 100 minutes long. I don't know if you guys know what that means. Almost 2 freaking hours. And I'm face down. I can't breathe. My nose is stopped up. My contacts are getting dry. And then about halfway through, I'm like, here's where the horror really kicks in. I am like, I gotta pee. But she told me before, she's like, listen, this is a long massage. If you need to use the restroom in the middle, just let me know. No big deal. So I'm kind of letting her get through the sequence of like, how they move from like section to section. And I don't want to interrupt mid sequence because I'm a gentleman. So I wait till she gets through this with this particular sequence. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna, need to go to the restroom. And but at this point, I've realized that the situation has escalated. We've gone from a number one to a number two, and potentially on the DEFCON 10 scale, we're rising rapidly. Like we have got a code brown situation that is gonna be a problem. So there's your robe, here's your slippers. I'll meet you outside. And I'm like, you don't need to meet me outside. I'll find. So I get my robe on, open the door. She's there. She's sure enough, she's there. She's gonna walk me down. We walk down this long hallway, which I'm assuming is like 1,000 yards long. Probably not, but it felt like it at the time. Get to the end of the hall, and she's like, "Okay, Mr. Nixon, there's the restroom." I hit the handle, and sure enough, locked. I'm like, okay, just breathe through your nose, right? But that's what they say, breathe through your nose. Like I don't know even what that means. Breathe through your nose. What's good's that gonna do? Anyway, that's what I'm telling myself. So she said, "Hey, no problem. There's one right over here." So we walk around the corner. Sure enough, there's one. It's open. She looks me dead in the face, and she's like, "I'll wait right here. I'll be ready when you're done." I'm like, "You're like right, right here. Like you're gonna wait, like literally, like here." And this is not a big bathroom. This is not like a communal bathroom. This is like a one stall, does it all. Like right, there's no room. Like there's no buffer. There's no room. And I'm like, okay. I mean, listen, at this stage, what are you gonna do? Right? What are you gonna do? So I'm in there. She's right there. Sweet lady. Sweet lady. I mean, couldn't be any nicer. And I just said, okay, listen. I just me pep talking myself. I'm like, we're We're just going to do what humans do. We're not going to rush it. We're just going to be, we're going to be, we're going to be in the moment. And so we take care of business. We wash our hands. We get ourselves prepared. I'm like, okay, get your game face on. I open the door and sure as shit, like we're face to face. I'm like, okay. And she's got this, I assume she didn't, but I feel like she did have this look on her face. Like you just almost shit your pants. And now I'm going to be a part of this for the rest of the day. And so then we casually walk back to the room. I'm still not halfway done. I'm still not halfway done with this thing. I've almost ruined everybody's day at the spa. And now I've got to go back and get back into the bed and let the torture commence. So I do, and it did. And at the end, she looks at me and says, and I don't know if this had anything to do with the intermission type thing, but she said, "You're a mess." And I'm like, do you know my wife? And she said, she's like, "You can't relax." She's like, and she said, "When'd you break your left ankle?" I said, "Never." She's like, well, it sure feels like you might have at some point. I'm like, okay, good to know. Broken left, almost pooped my pants and broken left ankle. I'm having a day. I'm having a great day at the spa, at the casino. I should have just stayed downstairs and got hammered like a degenerate instead of torturing myself with this. Anyway, she commences to talk to me for 20 minutes about the potential of acupuncture and maybe how if massage is not for me, that maybe acupuncture is. And at the end, I'm like, sweet lady, I appreciate you. This has been absolutely horrendous for me, but 20% it is. I'm going to, for sure, you're getting a tip, maybe even 25 because of what you had to go through during that whole thing. I feel like we're bonded now. I feel like she's told this story and now I'm going to be permanently affixed in her brain and in her campfire stories from now on. So anyway, speaking of tragedies, let's talk about the Diddy situation for a second. I have not followed this at length. I'm not an attorney. I don't read legal documents. Here's what I know. Dude sounds like a scumbag. And I'm not just talking about the sex stuff and whatever you're into. I don't judge. I could care less. But he sounds like a fairly vile individual. And then just based on the one video of violence that I did see, I'm like, how does this guy get away with anything? Like he's the kind of scumbag that now he got off on that. No pun intended there. That's on me 100%. I got to be better than that. I have got to be better than that. He was not found guilty on the extensive charges that he could have been, and therefore will be free to do the things that he's been doing. And my theory on this is that we haven't heard the last from Hometown. He's probably going to change his name again to something else, but there'll be some debauchery and somebody's going to get hurt. And I think it's super sad and I think it's gross. And I think we got to be better as a society. So Diddy, if you're listening, clean it up, bro. I mean, do what you need to do, and but make sure we've got all the things in line. Like, don't be a. Let's go back to it. Don't be a butthole. Speaking of buttholes, this Golden Bachelor guy, I don't even know if he's still the Golden Bachelor, but he is getting roasted. So I don't know if you guys know what this is. So I am an admitted Bachelor fan from day one. I've seen every show, and admittedly they are getting worse and worse and worse. Like Lori and I have not finished a few of the last few episodes, but back in the day, old school, like first season, I think it was like 20 plus years ago, maybe 25 years ago, Bachelorette, I was in for it. I mean, I'm a hopeless romantic. Call me what you will. But this guy, so they started this new thing, Golden Bachelor. It's like older folks. I don't know what the age requirements are or whatever. I tried to watch the first couple and it's just not it's not, I don't know if I'm just not, cause I'm only 50. Lori's older than me. Lori's like 5 years older than me, but I'm just not in that realm of like, maybe like the older Bachelor thing yet. But I'm still always intrigued. Like, who are they going to bring on? What's it going to be like? How's it going to go? This guy. So they brought in an ex-NFL football player named Mel Owens. He's an attorney now. I don't know a lot about him, but the only reason it came on my radar is I saw this little clip where he said something to the effect of his age range was like 45 to 60, and he's 66. I know a lot of people are like, well, that's too, 55 probably is too young for him. I get that. But here's where he got in trouble. Here's where people really started roasting him. And I did take some time to read a few of the comments because I think the internet's undefeated when it comes to a lot of things, and stupidity is one of those things. So one of the things he's getting, and he may not, what I read today is like he may not even be the Bachelor anymore. They might have replaced him because everybody's so offended. What you think? Because I've got some theories and thoughts on it. I'm going to slice and dice some with you right now. You may be mad at me before this is over and cancel me. I'm not really cancelable, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. Mel says something to the effect of, so he's fit. I'm assuming he's financially well off. He wants to live an active rest of his life. He's 66 years old. He wants somebody who is active and fit and can do all the things. So he made some kind of comment. I can't quote it exactly, but about like, he's not interested in somebody who has like fake knees and fake hips and, is quote unquote geriatric, blah, 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 because he's active and fit and wants to do all those things. And people are absolutely literally just roasting this guy, roasting him. And I had two schools of thought on this. Mel, probably unnecessary to say live on a podcast, right? Like, I mean, I think sometimes we use our inside voice. I think you can want what you want. I'm a big believer in that. And everybody listening and everybody who's roasting this guy, they want what they want, but they want to tell other people that they shouldn't want what they want. You know what I mean? So really what he's guilty of is just being honest. If we're being honest, he's guilty of just being honest. He's saying what he wants out of a partner. And I started thinking about it. I was like, who am I to tell this guy who he should choose as a partner or what's appropriate for him? If he wants a 50-year-old who's 16 years younger than him, who's active and fit and can climb Kilimanjaro and go scuba diving and play tennis for 17 hours, who am I to tell him that she's too young for you? Like, that ain't for me to say. And so I read a bunch of these comments and people were roasting this guy. F this guy. He's a piece of crap, chauvinist, blah, blah, blah. Here's the truth. Most of the people roasting him they don't even like their partner who's in the other room, right? Who's in the other room on the couch eating a Hot Pocket. And after they finish roasting him, they're going to get up and go in the living room and say, hey, Carl, you want some more? Do you want another Budweiser? Like, we'll watch that series on TV. That's the people that are roasting this guy. You're living a life you don't even like. Well, leave this guy alone. Let him want what he wants. Now, again, Mel, you didn't have to say it. You didn't have to say it, right? You can just pick it. You can just do it because people are buttholes, right? And maybe you saying that makes you a butthole. I don't know. I think you're just saying what it is you want. I didn't hear it. Listen, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I just read some clips, right? I just read some clips. Don't shoot the messenger. But what I'm saying is this. He should get to pick just like you get to pick. You know what I mean? He shouldn't have said it. Should have just picked the girl that he wanted to pick that's active and fit and fits his thing. I think what he told the producers is, hey, don't bring anybody over than 60 that has a fake hip, blah, 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 because I'm just going to cut them and send them home. Truth be told, everybody else would do the same thing. If the person that they picked for him didn't fit your narrative, if you went on this show, I don't care who you are, you would have a narrative of what it is that you like. We all like a certain thing. We all want certain things out of life. And I guarantee you this, Big Mel shows up with his bank account and he's fit and he's all these things. 67% of the people who were roasting him online would be like, okay, you know what? My bad. That was on me. I was having a little bit of a day. It was raining. You know how I get when it rains. But yes, I would love to date you, Mel. But 100%, 30-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 90-year-olds. We talk so much shit about other people, all of us. And then at the end of the day, we'd roll over, we'd fold like a lawn chair and be like, you know what? You're right, Mel. You deserve. Why can't he get what he wants? Like, why can't we all? Again, maybe Mel shouldn't have said what he said, but what Mel's in trouble for is being honest. The rest of it is just lie all the time. Like, well, no, I would like it. It'd be okay if she's 75 and had a great personality, and no, it's okay. Like, I don't mind if she can't get off the couch or can't walk around the block. Like, that's okay because I'm, Love is blind, and well, come on, what are we doing? Let's just start throwing a little honesty out there. Maybe inside, maybe internal honesty, but like, why don't we roast an old boy? And listen, Mel, if you did get kicked off the show, and I know you're probably listening, because I mean, who's not? You're gonna be fine, dude. You got a lot of publicity. You're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. You probably don't need the cash. And at the end of the day, gonna save you a lot of headaches. Gonna save you a lot of crying and drama, and boo-hooing and people being mad at you for being you. And so you're better off, dude. Move on, carry on, have a day. You know why I love the gym? You know why I love the gym? And I talk a lot of shit about the gym. Shit I see at the gym. You know why I love it? Yesterday I was at the gym doing my afternoon cardio because it's 173 degrees outside. And yes, I'm wearing a hoodie right now. Yes, I live in Palm Desert, California. Yes, it's 120. And yes, I have a temperature dysregulatory syndrome that has been undiagnosed. But I'm sure it's a problem. I am cold in the mornings and hot at night. I don't know why. Have been, always will be. I wear a hoodie year round. Yes, I have one on now. Anyway, I'm at the gym yesterday afternoon because it's 120 and I can't do my afternoon cardio outside. So I go to the gym. I'm on the treadmill. I'm walking around. I just started looking around the gym and it was packed because I'm assuming everybody else had the same theory that I was. It's 190 degrees. Let's do something inside. It's packed wall to wall. And I just put a smile on my face and I was like, listen, where else in the world can you have this dichotomy of people? Like there were high school kids there, there were 90-year-old people there, every race, color, creed, age, you name it, whatever it is that you use to label people, we're all there. Every one of us. You had rich, you had poor, you had middle class, you had upper class, you had sideways class, you have people that don't have any class, people with, you know what I mean? Like we're all there doing the same thing. It's a motley crew of humans with the same mission just to get better. And I was like, that just put a smile on my face. Like, where else in the world can you go where everybody's, kind of working toward the same thing, working toward just being better, like getting better health, losing some weight, getting more, all those things. Like, where else in the world? Like, that's why I love the gym. Now, caveat, I wish that none of you were there when I was there. I would allow like 4 people in just because I'm not a big crowd guy. I mean, what do they call that? Agoraphobia. I don't really have that, but I could, if necessary, to get only 4 people to be in the gym with me, I'd be willing to sign a document. That's how much I love my personal space. But I know I don't get that when I go to a public gym. But I loved it. I love everything about it. So if you're a gym goer, just keep hammering. Like whatever, it doesn't matter. Keep going to the gym every single day. And look around next time you're there and just look at the dichotomy of people, like sizes, shapes, ages, everything. And you're all there. We're all there just like doing the same, like really cool stuff, which I think is pretty neat. Let me give you some nutrition and fitness advice. I don't do this a lot on this channel. That's one of my other businesses. And sometimes I get in trouble. People who pay me to give nutritional advice get mad at me when I give them it's very bizarre. But again, humans, right? We're nutty. Nutritional advice. If you have trouble sleeping at night, I'm going to suggest go on Amazon and get 100% magnesium spray and start spraying it on the bottom of your feet before you go to bed. Lori and I have been doing this, no shit, for like 3 or 4 months. And I do believe it is making a huge difference on the quality of my sleep, how quickly I go to sleep, and my ability to stay asleep. It's unbelievable. I do like 3 or 4 sprays on each foot, kind of rub it in a little bit every night before I go to bed. And magnesium is so great for you. You can't get enough. So if you have trouble sleeping at all, even if you don't have trouble sleeping, you want to sleep a little deeper, all that kind of stuff, try some magnesium spray on your feet. Just make sure it's 100% elemental magnesium. It's going to absorb right in. It's awesome. Awesome. We take it on vacation with us. It has been an absolute game changer. I love it. You'll love it. Try it. Do it. Okay. Message of the week. This is a little kind of memey thing that I ran across that I just really found super powerful. And it simply says this. It says, sit at a table of dreamers, go-getters, stargazers, warriors, change makers. The conversation hits different. So sit at a table with people who dream, people who go get stuff, people who gaze at the stars and want more, and the warriors of the world who show up even when they don't feel like it. People who make change, not only in their own lives, but they want to make change for other people. They want to help people live better lives. The conversation hits different. The conversations will be different, and those conversations will propel you to a new level of life. And then on top of that, make sure you're sitting at a table with people who aren't talking about other people. Because here's the deal. If you sit at a table and you guys are talking about other people, when you get up from that table, guess who's next? You got it. You. So don't sit at a table where people are discussing other people unless it's how amazing they are. Like sit at that table. Sit at the table where people are talking about, hey man, have you met so-and-so? That joker is unbelievable. Hey, did you see so-and-so the other day? They are so cool. They are so awesome. That's the table you want to get at. That's a go-getter table. That's a stargazer, trendsetter, life blazing table that you got to get at. There's not very many of them. You got to find one. And then when you find it, don't get up. And somebody wants to sit at your table and they're one of you, make a seat for them. All right. Love you guys. We'll see you next time. Appreciate you. Be awesome to each other. Bye.